My after-work routine is based on a few principles. I rarely, like 99% of the time, bring any office work home. This means that I try to separate what I do at the office and what I do at home. In case I have a bigger workload, I prefer to leave the office later because separating office hours from the rest of my time allows me to know exactly when I should dedicate my time to my business, to leisure, and to taking care of myself and my family. I definitely have to work a lot of hours per week for my YouTube channel, and I like to do that immediately after work so I don't lose that rhythm. While I'm home, I only work on my business when I'm alone. Same applies to weekends. If I allocated time to be with my loved ones, I'll put the laptop away and pick it up later. Instead of stacking all habits and chores into one day, I like to separate days by themes. Some of my after-work hours are geared towards working out, and others are for business-related stuff, and others can be for household chores. It allows me to focus entirely on what I'm doing instead of thinking on the next big thing on my to-do list. My after-work routine is as scheduled and structured as the rest of my day. I like to use calendar blocking to do this and follow a to-do list as well that is usually written down the previous night or that morning. The time I spend after dinner and before going to bed is my real leisure time. This is where all schedules and routines disappear, and I can just enjoy myself and do whatever I want before ending the day. So jumping into the routine itself, first thing I do after work is get into my car and pick up something interesting to listen to during my drive home. Sometimes I listen to podcasts, usually The Minimalists, College Info Geek, or Listen Money Matters. But I've recently tried to hear more music during my trip home. Also, this is usually a 20-minute drive depending on the traffic. Then my after-work routine basically has two different scenarios. Scenario number 1. 3 times a week I go straight home and put on some comfy clothes right away. On the days when Chester is not in doggy daycare in the afternoon, I take him for a long walk, and I usually train and play with him for a while until he has spent some of that energy and is prepared to nap again. As Chester rests, I'll usually prepare a snack or some tea and sit at my dining table to do some work. This late afternoon work session is almost always only YouTube related, and is usually comprised of writing scripts and emails, recording voiceovers, editing thumbnails, reading technical books about the topics I enjoy covering this channel, or writing down quick notes on those books or other interesting articles I find online. I'm unable to film at this time of the day since it's dark outside in the winter months, so most of the filming is done during the weekends. However, I like to make the most out of this time during the week by imagining how I will want to film a certain part of the script and writing out clear instructions for the filming procedures when that time comes. It allows me to brainstorm interesting shots without having to bother with technicalities. I also use this time to get in touch with all the wedding planning that is currently going on. This basically means contacting vendors, checking our main budget, and going through our main to-do list to schedule future appointments and meetings or start working on more tasks. After that, I take Chester out on a quick potty break and I'll either continue working or start preparing dinner. Scenario number 2. In the other 2 days, it's time to hit the gym. Since I carry a lot of stuff around, I prefer to go home first and change into gym wear and leave my bag there and take only the essentials and my workout towel. I usually spend from 30 minutes to 1 hour there doing some strength and cardio workouts, since there isn't any class at that time that I enjoy. I like to go to the gym 2 to 3 times a week, but since there's still a lot of work to do after I leave my job, I've started going 2 times during weekdays and I take a yoga class on the weekends to stay active. After my workout is done, I drive to the doggy daycare to pick Chester up. When arriving home, it's a quick potty break for him and a quick shower for me, and after that is taken care of, it's time to start fixing dinner. Also, between working, managing a business, and trying to conciliate family life with some well-deserved self-care, sometimes there isn't enough time in the day dedicated to education, even during your after-work routine. That's why it's much easier to rely on platforms that allow us to watch interesting content during other busier tasks. And for that, you have a great combo, which is today's sponsor, CuriosityStream and Nebula. CuriosityStream has thousands of documentaries that you can watch on the go. Their portfolio covers dozens of different topics that can help you improve your knowledge in things you wouldn't be able to learn in such a short amount of time. When you sign up for CuriosityStream, you also get access to Nebula, a platform made by video creators, myself included, where we are able to share our content without YouTube's restrictive policies. Signing up for Nebula allows you to, first of all, access a curated library of ad-free educational videos, secondly, watch awesome, great exclusives that you can find anywhere else, and thirdly, help support independent creators on making content that is useful and interesting, instead of having to cater to YouTube's algorithm. Sign up today using the promo code StudyCorner or click the link in the description box to have your free 30-day membership and start learning today. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you next week. Bye guys!